All right, closed above 20 bucks today. Actually closed above 20, and just like gold did when it was $1,000, it poked through 20 for the third time, and now it's finding support at 20. It seems. I bet you, just like I did when it was 1,000, that we're not going to see 20 bucks ever again, because once something pokes through for a third time, it usually means it. And just like gold did, it took off from there. Now it's at 12 something, 1250, 1260. I think the same is going to happen with silver. People asking me when they should buy. Should they buy now or should they wait for a pullback? And this might be the pullback. So if they don't own any, go ahead and buy a little bit now. If it pulls back, you can always buy more and lower your cost basis. If it goes up, when you don't own any, you're going to be kicking yourself. So don't ever wait for a pullback. If you don't own any, just start buying as soon as you can afford it. And then if it goes down, buy more. If it goes up, you're making money. Either way, it'd be fine. Wait for a pullback. Wait for it to go to 25 and pull back to 22 and then buy it there or something. But anyway, that answers that question. People ask me when they should sell, and I said, why would you take something real and sell it for something phony like money? That's the reason you bought silver in the first place. So you got to be looking at what you're going to do. Pay off your mortgage because you're buying something real. You're trading something real for something real. Just make plans like that, but don't trade something real for something phony. That's the whole game. They want to loan you something phony so that you can buy something real with it, like real estate or cars or whatever. And then when you can't pay it back, they confiscate the real. And they loaned you phony money. Now they own the real. They own the General Motors, the Fannie Mae, the Freddie Mac. After you went and bought it with phony money, you bought something real. Now it's theirs. The government is just a big con artist. They're supposed to be just protecting our rights. Instead, they're just they're jobbing us. They're running the game on us, obviously. So the only thing it's like a deck of cards. Someone was mentioning I got to talk about Paltalk. If you're not on Paltalk, go to paltalk.com. You use the express.paltalk.com and go to gold and silver as a chat room, and there's also a chat room called AU and AG chat. There's a second room you might want to check out. But anyway, there's some good info on there. Also, I'm going to post a website I've been going to about the guy that talks about nuts and bolts on the commitment of traders. It's a website I found. He looks at the inventories, how many contracts are demanding delivery. How many deposits, how many withdrawals, and you can see that a large amount of real silver is coming out of the market. That's good news. That's probably why it's moving up like this also. So I'll post that. I'll post a link to that website with this video. So anyway, it looks like the Dow might be forming a little head and shoulders pattern here, but the dollar is weakening too. So I don't know. But I'm watching the 10,600 level to see if it breaks above that or breaks down below. We're looking at about a 3-month head and shoulders pattern, so I'm watching that too. Also, I'd like to watch the SLW as a silver play, and the EGO as a gold play. I think they're going to be the best performers in a bull market, or one of the best, two of the best. So look for EGO, Eldorado Gold, and SLW, Silver Wheaton, my two favorite plays. Also look at FAZ for a total market collapse. It's triple short the financials, the FAZ. It's not something to buy and hold. It's something to buy when it's pulled back or depressed, and when it runs up, sell it, make a little profit, maybe leave a little bit in, maybe take your principal out and leave your profit in every time. So if the market does collapse, you got a little bit of money coming there. So anyway, it looks like Obama's getting into trouble with the Supreme Court now, and it made me think of Hollywood. It's the Hollywood president we got here now. So once you fall out of favor in Hollywood, they just bury your ass as being an idiot, and so I hope that really happens. Some of the things he's done has pissed off a lot of people, and they're starting to turn on him, especially as popularity keeps dropping and he loses the House. He's going to crash. He's going to crash with the market, so I can't wait to watch that happen. Anyway, about silver, some of you guys are just coming into the silver story, and I want to repeat a couple things, mostly that as soon as we were taking off the gold standard, 71 was just a small part. That was only 10% fiat, 90% fiat, and Nixon took us to 100% fiat. But fiat started way back. The deceit started way back. And so our parents have never tasted a gold-backed anything. I'm 46, so my parents, the next generation. The older generations did. They lived in kind of the real America, when America was a real superpower. and then they decided to try and start. Things were a little too good, so they started to want to steal it from us, and that's exactly what they've done is stolen it from us. So we're just going to take it right back. So, but we got to educate as many people as we can about how money is phony. I never heard about gold and silver as being worth anything my whole life. So we should have been taught. Our parents should have been taught about the value of metal to protect ourselves, and we should have been taught from childhood about how metals protect us, how it's real, we own it, no one can take us from it, no one can steal the purchasing power from our metal. And so I think from generations on down the road now, we should be teaching your kids now. Don't just start buying the metal and not educate you. Start them now. I don't care how young they are. Say, this is silver, this is real money. Nobody owes this to anybody. They took us off the gold standard because they could loan us money at interest that could never be paid back. And so failure is built into the system, because if they loan you money you can't pay back, they just monetize the debt. They add the interest payment to the principal, and then the next time the interest comes due, it's an even bigger interest payment that just has to be added to the debt. It can never be paid back. So getting over a head cold, excuse me there. So obviously they knew that at the beginning, and it's all been a big scam. Our whole lives have just been a big lie. Failure is built into the system, and there's nothing they can do about it. We're coming to the end of this game now, and they've all sold us the lie. It's just a rape. It's just a rape job is all it is. They didn't actually pull our clothes off, but they loaned us phony money so that we could accumulate real things, and then just confiscate the real things legally when we couldn't pay it back. So, they loaned us the rope, and we hung ourselves with it. It's just a big game. So just be glad you're coming into the very beginning period of when we're not going to fall for this crap again. We've got to educate each generation to not fall for their crap. Our grandparents didn't do that. They were kept in the dark. They didn't educate our parents, and our parents couldn't educate us. But now they call it a revolution because it comes back around. And just like the Revolutionary War, it's coming back around to where we're going to take charge again. And sometime in the future it'll happen again, because there's always greedy people who want more power, and they don't care. So that's why it's called a revolution. It's going to come back around, no big. So yeah, that's basically the framework of why you should own metal. Always own metal, and never trade it for anything phony like paper money. Once you get into the real, you stay in the real. You trade your silver for real estate, or sell your real estate and get into silver, and whichever is beaten down. Right now, silver's on the way up, real estate's on the way down. It's obvious which one to own. Don't buy real estate right now. If you already own it, I know you'd hang on to it. Hyperinflation will kill your debt, especially if you're upside down in the loan. Hyperinflation will kill that debt. But if you're not already in real estate, I'd get out. If you have a lot of equity and you're lucky enough to have any equity, I would sell a house and put that equity in the metal. That's what I would do. But it might sound a little radical, but these are radical times for radical solutions. So anyway, that's it. It's a good day to be in silver, and I predict that silver will not drop below 20 bucks again. Right now, it's at $20 and moving sideways at, I'm on Kitco. Yeah, it just went back up to $20.12. It pulled back down below, went up past 20, pulled back to about 1999, 98, and now it's about $20.12 now. And I think we're going to start moving up into the 20s and 21s and 22s now. And it may test 20 bucks, but we're not going to see silver below 20 again, in my estimation. But I'm not the all-knowing guru, so I don't know. But I expected that with gold, and it was right. It never looked back at 1,000 again. Now it's way back above that. At gold, what's gold? Gold traded right. Oh, gold is spiking way up from 1246 to 1249. It's spiking up in almost a straight line now too. So we're at 1250, just about 1250 for gold. So it never looked back at 1,000. And I think $20 is silver's 1,000. So I think we're in good shape. Hope you kind of learned something here. Look at my at the two. I think I might do one or two links down there that you might want to check out. So. Thanks for listening. Give me any questions you want. Thanks a lot. Check out Pal Talk too. I'll put a link down there for Pal Talk. All right. Later.